We have arrived to the fortified abbey in the tidal island of Mont Saint-Michel in the province of Normandy. Follow us in our adventure. The island lies approximately 1 kilometer off France's northwestern coast at the mouth of the Cossenon River near Avranches. A rocky tidal island, Mont Saint-Michel and its surrounding bay were inscribed on the UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites in 1979 for its unique aesthetic and importance as a Catholic site. It is visited by more than 3 million people each year. Over 60 buildings within the commune are protected in France as monuments historiques.
Run, Forrest, run!
Through the shadow of death to freedom. Here we are in Mont Saint-Michel. Fortress, prison. Mont Saint-Michel. The main street has souvenir shops, restaurants, a couple of hotels, and obviously it's full of tourists, but it's quite historical and very interesting to visit. La siguiente veremos aquí. Si veremos otra vez por aquí, ¿por qué no? ¿Va para arriba? Que veremos para arriba la rampa. Ay, anda. ¿Pero tú qué te crees que veremos? ¿De una moto? Coño. Cago en la leche. Mira, me iba collando. Oiga, ¿dónde es francés esto? La. With beautiful medieval houses, it does remind you a bit of Harry Potter's Hogwarts, doesn't it? Derecho. Bonjour à tous. The ramparts. La Poste, mira, Office de Turismo. Mira, es increíble. ¿Sabía vídeo? No sabía. The tides vary greatly, at roughly 14 meters between highest and lowest watermarks, popularly nicknamed St. Michael in Peril of the Sea by medieval pilgrims making their way across the flats. The Mount can still pose dangers for visitors who avoid the causeway and attempt the hazardous walk across the sand from the neighboring coast. When we got to the top, the Abbey was closed. Lo and behold, it was closed. Damn it. We'll have to come back again. We only stayed 10 minutes ride from Mont Saint-Michel, so that's no problem. Mission half accomplished. Tomorrow, it will be mission accomplished, for sure. Time to head back to our cabin at the camping site we're staying tonight and get something to eat after all the exertion we've done today. And a bit of shopping maybe before we leave.
Uy, mira. Joder.
Thanks for serving, guys.
Vámonos. Oh, check, mira. Ya no me echo cementerio, ¿verdad? Mira, ven. Su armada acá.
Plenty of souvenirs to buy in these little shops. Quite amazing stuff you can buy there. As we leave for the day, you can see how the tide has risen, and now where we walked before was only water.
Sí, toda la policía está por aquí. Because Macron is coming to town. To see us.
Te va a tener que llevar el esto ahí.
Sí, están aquí.
Lo lleva con...
79518. Good morning all. Here we are at Mont Saint-Michel to see the Abbey. Y mira la calle ahí liada detrás, por todos lados hay policía. ¿Por qué? Porque hoy viene Macron a visitar Mont Saint-Michel. Y vamos a tomar un café juntos. Macron y Mr. Happy. Y Mr. Happy. Yeah. Yesterday, we were walking there, and now it's water. Una corriente increíble. And it's quicksand. So you get sucked in. We'll try and get in there right now. Mont Saint-Michel. And who's coming to... Esto es 9 porque... Esto es... Todos los días con el tractor azul ese quitando el agua, ¿no? Porque eso todos los días, Tengo un tractor azul. Pardon? That's all right. Okay. Hey, little fellow.
That's a little.
That's true. Never seen a chicken so massive. Estaba en el Abbey que ayer no podíamos entrar. Let's come back. Here in the Abbey. A ver, el security que hay aquí hoy. Hemos registrado 4 o 5 veces. Yes, I'm going. Entonces, pues si lo aprendemos. Si lo aprendemos, que yo lo sé, vamos hasta la letra. Un songe, ¿eso qué? I'm singing a song. Un songe de Mont architecte, de Mont, yo qué sé. De Mont architecte, yo qué sé. Un poquito de agua para beber. Un poquito de agua. No potable. Ay, mamá, seguimos para arriba. Ay. Ay. Va por la escalera, va por la escalera. Va a saltar. Allá. Having fun?
Yes.
Enjoying Mont Saint-Michel?
Love it.
Vamos a venir aquí a vivir. Estamos home. Il est Mont Saint-Michel. Ave, Ave Maria. Antifica. sun is coming here this afternoon. Quiero hablar Macron. Anda, tenía que echar a la leña en el fireplace, que no te metiera en el fireplace. ¿Qué estás haciendo? Te metes en el fireplace.
The great hall where the monks used to sit down to pray, and maybe a bit of chit-chat as well, who knows?
Por grabar vídeo. Que tengo que usar la moto. And you feel the groove.
Who comes there?
Oh, who goes there? Eso, eso es lo que era. Oh, who goes there? Son los dungeons, ¿no? Mira que hay. Es un dungeon. O sea, el cura que se portaba malo, pues venga.
Sí,
Brillante, mira. Voulez-vous take a man? Aranjuez. ¿Qué? Tan blonde. Forever, the sunlight shining, and you see the love of free. Tout le pont d'Avignon. Yeah, chimneys. Los chimneys. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chimney. Ay, quiero ver yo lo que está el carro para arriba. Son cómics. Ahí está la chimenea ya. La chimenea. La chimenea. Mira la chimenea.
Se tenía que buscar las cosas. Es igual.
Es una experta tuya de castillo, de chapel. Mine in a chapel. Listen to me, bum, 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 bum. When the sun goes down, oh, of the sunrise, stand by me, oh baby, baby.
Ce sont les moines de basse catégorie.
Atrás. Venga. Uy, uy, uy. Di, 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 di. Di, 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 di. Di, 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 di. Di, 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 di. When the time. Di, 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 di. La Grande Rue. Vete. Esto era para traer las cosas arriba. Mira las palomas. Sí, pequeñitas, tira para arriba.
Ah, porque arriba así.
Ah, ¿y esto es lo que trae para arriba?
Tira así para arriba.
¿Te da miedo? Me da miedo, mira, mira, no pasa nada. No pasa nada, mira. Mira. ¿Eso para qué, Ángel?
Esto para la zapatilla.
¿De dónde? ¿De aquí a...? Se lleva para arriba eso. ¿No lo sabes tú?
Porque hay que usar la cabeza de inteligencia. No se va a tener un libro. No se va a dar, mira.
Going to the dungeons. To the dungeons. The hills are alive with the sound of music. La, la, la. For 1,000 years. Monks and Poetry. Paseo de los monjes. Ah, por aquí pasaban. ¿Sabes por qué? Mira, pasaban por aquí. ¿Dónde? Pasaban estas fuera así. Porque son como... Mira, pues mira. Mira, mira, mira. Coño, me vas a estimar, joder. Me estima ya en moto. Y ahí está Alcatraz. Welcome to Alcatraz. Qué bonito. Ya se está secando, mira. Se está secando el agua, mira. Chiquitita, se me da tú. Merci beaucoup. Saint-Michel. Ven acá. Vamos. A jugar. Esta mer bulldog. ¿Cuánto es ese? Hello. Yeah, Mary Poppins. Ahí tiene los techos, ¿verdad? Es el lane. Ok.
Que te pones difícil lo del camping, ¿no?
Ah, dije tiempo. ¿Qué día para atrás? Venga, vamos, venga. Vamos. Hola, va. ¿Y esto? Papi. A mí me pasa uno de Pascua. Vete. Look at this. The lane. Graba. Graba vídeo. Do it. You can do it. Vamos por aquí. I did it.
Before the construction of the first monastic establishment in the 8th century, the island was called Mont. According to a legend, the Archangel Michael appeared in 708 to Abbey of Avranches, the Bishop of Avranches, and instructed him to build a church on the rocky islets. Unable to defend his kingdom against the assaults of the Vikings, the king of the Franks agreed to grant the Cotentin Peninsula and the Avranchin, including Mont Saint-Michel, traditionally linked to the city of Avranches, to the Bretons in the Treaty of Compiègne. This marked the beginning of a brief period of Breton possession of the Mont. In fact, these lands and Mont Saint-Michel were never really included in the Duchy of Brittany. Around 989 to 90, these traditional bishoprics, depending on the Archbishop of Rouen, that had been left vacant during the time of the Viking raids, regained their bishop. The mound gained strategic significance again in 933, when William I Longsword annexed the Cotentin Peninsula from the weakened Duchy of Brittany. This made the mound definitively part of Normandy, and is depicted in the Bayeux Tapestry, which commemorates the Norman conquest. Harold Godwinson is pictured on the tapestry rescuing two Norman knights from the quicksand in a tidal floods during the Breton-Norman War. Norman Dacal patronage financed the spectacular Norman architecture of the abbey in subsequent centuries. During the 100 Years' War, English forces unsuccessfully besieged Mont Saint-Michel. The first siege started in 1423 and was lifted the next year. In 1433, an English force equipped with wrought iron bombards and under the command of Thomas Scales, 7th Baron Scales, again besieged the island. It was likewise lifted the next year, and Scales' men abandoned two bombards they had used during the siege on the 17th of June 1434, which were recovered by the French and are currently on display. When Louis XI of France founded the Order of St. Michael in 1469, he intended that the Abbey Church of Mont Saint-Michel become the chapel for the order, but because of its great distance from Paris, his intention could never be realized. The wealth and influence of the Abbey extended to many daughter foundations, including St. Michael's Mount in Cornwall. Its popularity and prestige as a centre of pilgrimage waned with the Reformation, and by the time of the French Revolution there were scarcely any monks in residence. The abbey was closed and converted into a prison, initially to hold clerical opponents of the Republican regime. High-profile political prisoners followed. By 1836, influential figures, including Victor Hugo, had launched a campaign to restore what was seen as a natural architectural treasure. The prison was closed in 1863. In In 1872, the highly decorated French architect of historic monuments, Edouard Corrier, was responsible for assessing the condition of the Mont. It took him about 2 years to convince his minister to classify Mont Saint-Michel a historic monument, and it was officially declared as such in 1874. From then on, this highly qualified and educated architect and member of the Academy of Fine Arts devoted himself entirely to the restoration of La Merville under his direction. Gigantic works were undertaken, starting with the most urgent, and devoted 15 years of his life to his work. He wrote 4 works on the building, and his name remains forever attached to the resurrection of Mont Saint-Michel. During the occupation of France in World War II, German soldiers occupied Mont Saint-Michel, where they used St. Aubert Church as a lookout post. The island was a major attraction for German tourists and soldiers, with around 325,000 German tourists from July the 18th, 1940 to the end of the occupation of France. After the Allies' initial D-Day invasion of Normandy that began June 6, 1944, many exhausted German soldiers retreated to strongholds like Mont Saint-Michel. On August 1, 1944, a single American soldier, Private Freeman Borrower of Pennsylvania and the 72nd Publicity Service Battalion, reached and liberated Mont Saint-Michel, accompanied by 2 British reporters, Galt McGowan of the New York Sun and Paul Holt with the London Daily Express. Jubilant crowds of locals greeted Borrower, Holt and McGowan, and Borrower signed the Golden Book, the island's record of visiting nobility, at the mayor's invitation. The abbey was also used as a prison for the first time since the French Revolution, when male collaborators with the Germans were jailed there. Mont Saint-Michel and its bay were added to the UNESCO list of World Heritage Sites in 1979, and it was listed with criteria such as cultural, historical, and architectural significance, as well as human-created and natural history. If you're ever in the Normandy area, we do recommend you come and visit Mont Saint-Michel.
Please subscribe, like and comment.